Driving standards have been a conversation in the community for as long as I've been a part of it. Recently, however, the conversation has really blown up. In recent days, content creators have led the charge by shining a light on this problem with clear examples. It's easy to say these are isolated incidents and that the system is working behind the scenes. But when the community manager for Porsche Cup shows up in the comments highlighting that their Discord has a dedicated channel for these intentional wrecks with seemingly no clear penalty from iRacing, it pushes this topic to another level. iRacing is not an inexpensive hobby. Many people justify the content and subscription costs because of the structured environment iRacing provides. Truth is, those costs do deter low-hanging fruit. It does create a barrier to those who prioritize chaos over racing. How high that wall is up for debate. There are many people who effectively double their financial commitment to iRacing by maintaining two accounts, affectionately known in the community as a smurf. In the context of today's video, where this becomes a problem is when a driver approaches iRacing differently depending on which account they're using. When Wade Patterson shows up on Wade Patterson 2 and drives like a complete psychopath, it's a game-breaking experience for those around him. Knowing a smurf just went for an impossible move, ruining your race and wasting your time is a massive turnoff to the service. There are other problems with smurfs, but most often I find the drivers maintaining them improperly are doing so by caring significantly less about the outcome of their races. They're more likely to go for a gap, act out in anger, and put you in a game of chicken, where they wouldn't do that on their primary account. Whether these bad actors are maintaining two accounts or not, we are in desperate need of harsher penalties for poor driving standards. In today's environment, many contacts are chalked up to being racing incidents. I believe iRacing's rules are set up to discourage protests, and understandably so in my opinion. It's why blue flags are informational rather than instructional. If tomorrow they were made instructional, protests would 10x overnight. I understand why some of the rules are as they are. I know many will disagree, and the common rebuttal is in reference to the cost of the service. I respect that opinion. Watching the clear intentional wrecking shown in recent videos from Aiden and Ollie shows that not enough is being done to discourage such repeated behavior. When we see the same drivers doing the same ridiculous things over and over, something's wrong. The system we have has not been refined for as long as I can remember. Where I think we need to go is offering the ability to protest for poor decision making that leads to bad outcomes. Before you raise your pitchforks, let me explain. Yes, mistakes happen, and in racing they happen often. I don't want Philip Keyser to get banned because he missed his braking point that one time in Miami and rear-ended me into the hairpin for a 4X. I also don't want Peter Nodwell to get banned because he went for an overtake and pushed me wide on exit expecting I'd have backed off by then. I want these situations, and countless others like them, to be small points of conflict that add up to something greater if continued over time. You may be thinking, that's what the safety rating is for. In part, you're correct. However, the no-fault system doesn't accurately assign blame for these situations. It is also far too easy to advance and maintain a safety rating. If you spectate an average top split IMSA race, you'll see plenty of A-licensed drivers making decisions that don't reflect what you'd expect from a top license holder in terms of safety. Seeing this chaos at the start of nearly every IMSA race with a full grid of A-licensed drivers tells me something isn't working well enough in today's iRacing environment. The no-fault system needs refinement. The protest system needs to be opened up for poor decision making. An underlying system needs to invoke temporary bans, next race pit start enforcement, starting the race with the equivalent of 10x, something. We need to try something, anything, to put some guardrails up and heavily discourage poor decision making, especially at theoretically the highest level of racing on the service. In my mind, the source of this current state goes back to a system that hasn't been refined as the sim racing world has continuously evolved. Le Mans Ultimate are actively developing new features in this space to deter their members from making risky decisions. Whether that will work out in the long term is yet to be seen. What's important is they're trying something new. They're taking swings at the problem. It's easy to sit back, feel like the current system is good enough, and take no action. LMU is trying something new, and I'm glad they are. I hope it's a hit, and I hope that iRacing feels compelled to respond. I'd love to see what iRacing could come up with in an effort to address these concerns. To be clear, I'm a massive fan of iRacing. I've been on the service for 10 years, and will be until I can't sit in this rig anymore. I feel it's clear we have an issue with driving standards and respect. I have faith in iRacing's ability to evolve their current systems and iterate on well-meaning ideas in an effort to improve the experience for all members. When iRacing is great, it's great. I hope you enjoy the incredible racing I've shown in this video. In fact, I wish I could say it was from an official race, but it's from a league race with Broken Wing Racing League. I'll leave a link to the live stream in the description if you want to see how this epic race finished. Thanks for watching the video, drop your nukes in the comments, and happy racing.